Wednesday, the Ministry of Commerce and the Hong Kong SAR government completed the negotiation of further liberation measures. The Second Amendment Agreement under CEPA was signed. CEPA is Mainland and Hong Kong Closer Economic Partnership Arrangement. The door to access mainland market for various service sectors has been opened. Over the years, CEPA has been improved and enhanced over the years, taking into account changing in situations. This agreement was led by the Ministry of Commerce, supported by the Hong Kong Macau office, involving over 30 ministries and commissions. We have adopted an approach on problem-led overcoming various difficulties to provide for support measures for various service sectors. I thank the government of the central authority for their support and the support from the Hong Kong and Macau office as well as ministries and commissions. They have accepted Hong Kong's proposal for further liberalization measures. This is another golden era for closer cooperation between the mainland and Hong Kong. Under the amendment agreement on a number of service areas, there are further liberation measures. Hong Kong enterprises and professionals can have better access into the mainland market. Majority of these measures apply to all of mainland China. There are some that will be implemented in the 9 cities in the GBA. Hong Kong greatly benefited under the amendment agreement, mainly over 3 areas. A number of areas where Hong Kong enjoys a competitive edge have received liberalization measures, including motion pictures. When there is a quantitative restriction on Hong Kong people participating, the restriction has been removed. Restrictions in relation to imported dramas produced in Hong Kong is also lifted. And on tourism, the 144-hour visa exempted policy for foreign group tours entering Guangdong from Hong Kong has been increased. And there are also facilitation measures for travel agents. This helps in relation to multi-destination in Hong Kong. Under financial services, there is the removal of asset requirements of not less than $2 billion as at the end of the most recent year for Hong Kong financial institutions investing in shares of insurance companies. This will enhance their access into mainland insurance markets. There are also facilitation measures in relation to innovation and technology to enable Hong Kong enterprises to develop and invest in China. Under the amendment, there is also the addition of allowing Hong Kong invested enterprises to use Hong Kong law and allow Hong Kong invested enterprises to choose for arbitration to be seated in Hong Kong. That means Hong Kong invested enterprises can adopt Hong Kong law in relation to contract laws and to use Hong Kong as the seat of arbitration. This will provide more flexibility and convenience for enterprises. And there are also measures to attract talents from all over the world to enter mainland through Hong Kong. The new measures apply to a number of service sectors. There is also the removal of period requirement on Hong Kong service suppliers to engage in substantive business operations in Hong Kong for 3 years. There is no restriction on cash flow. That means Hong Kong entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs from other places in the world that have a foothold in Hong Kong can access mainland markets. Overseas enterprises can, through the branch established in Hong Kong, can enjoy preferential treatment to access the mainland market. In fact, there are a number of enterprises from US, Asia, and America benefiting from CEPA signed in 2003. They have set up branches in Hong Kong and use these branches to access the mainland market. Say, for example, goods manufactured in Hong Kong imported to the mainland will see savings in tariff. There are also facilitation measures covering engineering, plastic manufacturing, and financial services in relation to application of permits. Over the years, Hong Kong has seen its competitiveness improved in goods and services. Since the signing of CEPA, the volume of trade between Hong Kong and mainland has been increasing. Overseas investors has increased their number of foothold in Hong Kong. The number has increased by 67%. As at the end of last month, there are 2,000 enterprises that has been recognized as service suppliers under CEPA. 3,400 supplier permits has been approved. The number of country of origin under CEPA issued stands at $250,000, and the total value of goods is about 160 billion Hong Kong dollars. As at the end of August this year, the country of origin tariff savings is about 10 billion renminbi. Over 160 service sectors on the mainland, over 153 of them have opened to Hong Kong. This is over 90%. I'm very glad to hear from different quarters in Hong Kong, including chambers of commerce, legislators, as well as representatives from service sectors, expressing their welcome towards the amendment agreement. This agreement will come into effect on the 1st of March next year. Policies and departments will do their work. They will explain the agreement to various sectors and provide assistance. Tomorrow, I will deliver my third policy address. The cover will be of the same color as that of last year. It's green. This signifies the continuity and relevance of the government. Green also signifies harmony, energy, and prosperity. It shows that Hong Kong is moving from stability to prosperity, and this is the time for us all to shine. The theme of the policy address this year is that we will work together for reform and development and for the betterment of people's livelihood in the future. I have also compiled an addendum of the policy address. I have this addendum to replace the policy measures that was in use in the past 2 years. I want to enhance the relevance of the addendum with the policy address. In this addendum, you will find information on details of various measures. I want to use this addendum to replace policy measures to enhance the relevance and interconnectedness between this document and the policy address. I spent 3 months to prepare for the policy address. I have had over 40 sessions of consultation organized. I reach out to different districts to talk to members of the public to listen to their views. I have received different comments on various occasions. These are in the form of letters, emails, and social media. We have altogether received 9,500 submissions. I thank everyone who has sent me their comments. These have helped me better understand the priority and importance of various issues. The government will make use of the philosophy of the policy to implement measures. I believe that if we work together, seize upon the opportunities to work towards reform and development, we will be able to scale new heights and build a better future for our people. Thank you.
May the Chief Executive come forward so that members of the press can take photos.
OK， 好，前面嘅嘢先，唔該。
Photographers from the front row.
好，或者右邊睇有邊個傳媒朋友。
Members of the press on the right.
好，我哋可能左邊嘅傳媒朋友，麻煩。
Those on the left.
好，麻煩中間可能上面嘅記者朋友，唔該晒。
Those in the middle.
好，上面係啦，唔該。
Those in the upper rows.
好啦，咁樣全部朋友都差唔多啦，唔該，係啦。
I believe you've all taken photos. Please take the last ones.
Thank you， 麻煩咁多位傳媒朋友。
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Executive. We'll now open the floor to questions. Those who are interested in posing questions, please raise your hands. Please let us know the organizations you represent, and please ask no more than 2 questions. The lady in the last row, please. Yes, the lady over there.
Questions from RTHK. Almost 1.4 million visitors came to Hong Kong during the Golden Week holiday. What do you make of this year's tourism business performance? And also, as a prelude to tomorrow's policy address, can you tell us a little bit about what the public can expect from your annual blueprint? Thank you.
I'm very glad that the Golden Week, it was full of happiness, it was full of enjoyment. Both people of Hong Kong and also a lot of visitors visited Hong Kong, and they enjoyed a good time. And I thank my colleagues for organizing a lot of activities, and I also thank a lot of different representatives from organizations and districts organize a lot of activities. There were altogether over 400 activities for people to enjoy, and there were a lot of offers as well, so as to allow everybody to have a good time. The visitors from the mainland actually showed a good increase. There were altogether, during the 7 days of the Golden Week, a total of 1.22 million visitors from the mainland, which means on average, there were over 170,000 visitors. And it was up 27% compared with the Golden Week last year. And it was also an increase of 13% compared with the Golden Week in May. Well, some figures actually showed how intensive the activities have been. Well, there were, first of all, over 1,000 mainland tourist groups visiting Hong Kong. The actual figure is 1,050. 80% of these tour groups actually stayed overnight. The firework display attracted over 330,000 people, and everybody had a good time. And all those who attended were very complimentary of the display and also the arrangement. One of the major events in which the government sponsored cinema goer half price so that they can enjoy a good time, it attracted about 190,000 people visited the cinema, which was an increase of 22% compared with last time. The LCSD's museums and also art space were opened to people for free, so there were 60,000 visitors. A lot of public transports also offer free rides or discounted rides, so the people who enjoy all these special offers took the transportation. They amounted to 4.43 million people. The catering business was doing quite well because the associations has indicated that there were about 2 billion business over the Golden Week, which was a 5% increase. A lot of representatives from different sectors and different businesses have indicated that during the Golden Week, there were a larger number of visitors, customers, and also there was an increase in the business turnover. I thank my colleagues, particularly those involved in the boundary control points, transportation arrangement, crowd management, and all the different activities they organized. And this collective efforts between the government and different sectors of the community, I think did very well to ensure that this special National Day and the Golden Week was a very enjoyable time for everybody. I'm glad to see that this enjoyment was shared by both local Hong Kong citizens and also visitors from different parts of the world. Although the whole thing have gone on smoothly and a lot of activities have been enjoyed, we will, of course, still look at the whole arrangement to see whether we can make it an even bigger success next time. As regard the policy address, I thank you for the interest. And I know that everybody is very keen to know about the contents of the policy address. But I think I have told you the theme of the policy address, which is we will reform for development and building our future together. And so I think that is the sum up of the policy address, which I will announce tomorrow in LegCo. Thereafter, there will be a series of media interviews. There will be a press conference in the afternoon of tomorrow. And there will be also some collective media interviews the same day, tomorrow, thereafter. So I thank you for the interest and attention, and you will know everything when I announce it tomorrow. Thank you.
好，下一條提問，右手邊綠色衫嗰女記者。
The lady in green, I'm from TVB. I'd like to ask, tomorrow is policy address. Can you give us some hints? How long will it be? What are the key areas? Second question, in relation to mass death of monkeys in the botanical and zoological gardens, so far 9. In relation to the interdepartmental working group, what's the conclusion they have drawn? What are the measures to tackle that? I will first answer questions in relation to the death of monkeys in the gardens. So far, 9 animals have died. 1 is under observation. Yesterday, the Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism chaired an interdepartmental meeting to listen to the briefing of the incidents, and he's heard from the LCSD, Department of Health and relevant parties. We have to first contain the problem to stop it from spreading. The relevant section has been closed off. Disinfection has been conducted, so we have contained the area. The second step is to control. Apart from the cleaning and disinfection, we have to continue monitoring the situation to ensure that the problem will not spread. Staff members will have to make sure that they are properly protected by donning protective gear. As I said, we will monitor the situation. Thirdly, we have to look into the cause of death of the 9 animals, including toxicology investigation as well as autopsy. I understand that relevant experts have started their work. We hope that autopsy and toxicology investigations will be completed as soon as possible to find the cause of death so that we can tackle the problems in a targeted manner. The SCST will coordinate the situation by giving directions. We will announce any updates to keep the public informed. We'll also announce measures we have put in place regarding the policy address and the key areas. Well, I'd like to thank you all for your interest in the policy address. As I said, the theme of the policy address is to reform for development and to build a better future together. Tomorrow, you will hear the policy address in its entirety. Afterwards, there will be interviews and press conferences. Thank you for your interest. You will know about all the details tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. That's the end of the press conference. Thank you.